It's week 3 of the NFL, and we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He's coming off a banner week.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 81 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And given 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Hard throw, incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
From midfield, here's Tua. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
The Steelers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties with big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field.
They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. Brings it just past the 15. Able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And it ticks up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down and 4. Tua. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll find Akins there, complete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
17-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Second down, they go again with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Again, it's Henry.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this one's incomplete. The Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw again. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, it's Taylor. Gets through, and now an opening. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give running right Moss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again to Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. 23 yards, the final tally. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal. As the Steelers 1 yard.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
It's complete. That is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Back to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there, thinking he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They begin with Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's got room. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up the throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Henry with a run on first down, but he's not going anywhere as they'll get to him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Tua now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And he's got his big tight end here.
And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Henry will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Henry again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw again.
He sees Fuller on the out route, and it's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Fuller.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yard.
Now Boss hit, and the football pops free. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his route worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scared it or did they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Second down, here's an option right. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Well, what a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll fall to 1.